It's just, I can't wait till they do the last roster. You know, we should be going here in another week. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, I got a mic.
Alright, so when you plug in, be on that.
Okay then, I'm finna get ready to find you and send it right now. I was just streaming it, so I'm sharing it to different things. Right, I'm finna do that right now for you. I'm gonna do my two teams. I'm gonna do Redskins and I'm gonna do the Browns. We probably get two good games in. Or unless we split or something like that, then, you know.
It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these stacks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to
oh yeah, you're set.
With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
You better call back up.
Yeah, you right. Right.
I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down the finish. I don't play.
Almost finished.
Come slide, I'm with it. Gonna see me now. On God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it's in on down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah, man, I don't like it neither, man, because you got stuff like what just happened with that trade with Clowney, and you got guys who it ain't cool. Well, they got them originally on the Texas, and that league ain't gonna. They're not gonna update the trades. That's the only thing about it. So now that Clowney is actually with the Seahawks, it's just. Yeah, them Seahawks, man, that defense is insane now. Yeah, they adding Clowney so you can put him on a line or a linebacker. Oh yeah. You ain't gotta worry about Clowney and Watt.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him.
Okay.
Pass the pigs, how he stretch your distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your fifth grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell him we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, big That's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100-minute bag. That's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Let's go, Skins.
Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
I don't know what my son wants. He's steady sending me invites. He's going to have to hold on. Speed overall.
Riding.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down. It's a gain
I just had
of 3
Leonard
from the
Fournette
17
in
to
the
the
league.
20.
I just played. I almost had 200 yards with him.
Inside, but that one was
He's so slow this year.
Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, Blue. I like Blue.
Fournette running right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Foles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Foles. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete.
Come on, Reed. How do you drop that
ball
ball
there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here,
no
he's one
way
has
you
absorbed
dropped
the
that ball.
contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Maybe I should have just caught it different. I guess.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Jaguar
Take so
pressure
long
and a
to wind
Jaguar
up.
sack. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially.
And then he a rookie too. That's what I hate, because I can't
but there's no way he was getting away
change
on that
his
one.
throwing motion, man. He got a nice throwing motion. I ain't gonna tamper with it too much.
Fielded at the 33. That'll be put in the books as a 53.
Right, but he throws so
and
good, I don't even think I want to even
1st down and 10.
deal with it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A pass complete here to Conley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Yeah, I didn't finish my set. You hiked it before I finished my setup.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Here's Foles. Forced out, and the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved.
Good tackle,
turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
From the 22, Foles. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Wow.
Able to find Conley. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't know why when I pick that play, my linebacker won't go up. I got to manually do that.
Find the holes where guys are available.
Sometimes I don't have
the
enough
receiver
time.
before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed.
Got to pick
crossing
that
route.
after.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run on 2nd down with Blue. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. He hits Blue. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On first down, it's Blue. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Hey, here we go. I got you. It was pretty quiet, T. It was pretty quiet.
He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
What?
And
That was retarded. I thought, you know, normally when they pick it, they make you automatically like touch, like down. You be down on some of them plays.
Right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Against them Jaguars.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Fournette, a first down carry. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down.
Get wide.
They'll start the drive with Love here. He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Love. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Haskins will throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day
man,
they
this
told us
dude
when
be
we got
killing me. Some games he be on point, then some games he just
say that, Charles, but
he be off balance, man.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that
played
point,
good
and they liked
most
some
of the
matchups
time,
that they had. Thought they could
I
exploit
understand he a
them,
rookie.
unable to do so on that play.
He be having some great games. Some games he just. I can't wait to get on there and build him up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A 1st down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Haskins to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult,
they gave you that bull because that was Miles Jack. If that was any other linebacker, I'd have caught that ball.
The linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them.
They bailed you out. All I had to do was run and kick the field goal. I didn't realize it was
so
40-something seconds left
now as they kick it away.
Okay. Oh, they bailed you out.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
From the 31, Haskins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come.
I had 2 guys open. I don't know what I was doing.
Anticipation on the play.
That one play threw me out, then I turn right around and do it again. 2 pick 6.
And take it in the opposite direction.
So
same
get another
middle
shot on
linebacker.
offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Gonna tighten up next half.
And taken successfully. The The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah,
them tosses do not work. It don't work.
Take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into
the more I run them,
what's the flip side of that?
The more I run
something
them,
crazy,
yeah, because I got so many of them,
and now you're down
so I
an
try to
even
run
bigger
different,
margin. Go ahead and take
different
this
run
one,
plays.
go to the locker room,
I got to take a lot of stuff out this playbook. Because in a lot of these plays, that's good plays, they just take so long to develop. A lot of them plays take forever to develop. You've been
at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down, it's Love. They find some open field here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 33 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. 23 yards for the touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down. Here's Love. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins.
What?
Rifles one incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Thompson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Hopkins' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Foles on the handoff, going to give it to Blue. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, You cut down your field in a big way, significantly, and the guys who play in the second and the third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that, and they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover, and they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. But now it'll be 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Of course he picks it.
Off at the 36.
I should have high-pointed him.
His crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Because I had him on the route. He just underthrew it.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It ain't no win or nothing. Probably gonna make it most likely.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net. But they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
Sometimes you don't need that offense.
I really don't.
All you need is that defense. Your defense definitely.
That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Definitely did his thing.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
I mean, you got good offense. Like I said, I got this team in another league. Foles.
You back. And let's see
what
they come up with offensively after having time to talk
Come
it
on,
over.
79.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Yeah, these boys definitely got some defense.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Here we go with Haskins. And Reed with it over the middle.
You say you need a safety?
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, dude tried to clown me.
On the carry, it's Love. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Love again, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
And the Washington Redskins first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, Love powers through. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And Hopkins hangs this one out to the right. Missed it. It's no good, but a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And it is good. He splits the uprights and the chip shot. And they'll be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as the Redskins have won it. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position
another one. I play with
going forward.
Who you finna get now? You finna get your Vikings team?
Let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.
Hello?
Yeah, what team you finna get now? I'm gonna send another one.
Vikings?
Your Vikings team? Okay, I'm gonna keep the Skins then. I ain't gonna even bring the Browns out. We'll let them rest. I'll bring them out tomorrow.
Alright.
Okay.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all.
Yeah. That was very unfortunate. That was very unfortunate there. Yes, you did. I don't know why you say that. The defense played excellent ball. That's why y'all was still in the game. That defense, you don't gotta have offense, huh? You gotta have a little offense, maybe.
Foot on the gas, I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Haskins looking to throw on first down to Thompson on the screen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Haskins to throw it. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first carry now for Thompson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Second down, Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Haskins' throw going to be caught by Dotson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's get it together.
On 2nd down now, it's Love.
That was a good tackle. I say you coming.
They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 13-yard touchdown run, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Cousins.
Good play.
It's complete to Laquan Treadwell.
Good play.
11 yards there, 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Play fake. Cousins.
Ooh, I was coming, boy. Ooh, I was coming. Diggs just so fast.
Nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And here's a first down throw that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Redskins 18-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete.
Good play. I shouldn't have blitzed right there.
Touchdown, Vikings. An 18-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I wasn't worried about that. We shouldn't have. We blitzed, so you had 2 people open on that play. We shouldn't have blitzed right there.
Each team's had it. Each team is scoring 7-7 here as the kick's away.
At least if we wouldn't have blitzed, somebody would have been able to make a play on the ball.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd
touchdown.
And very manageable.
Why did I even come back that way?
They love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A big gain there on 3rd and long. 53 yards. Well, every quarterback, especially a rookie quarterback, loves to have plays like that from a guy running the ball.
Takes a lot of pressure off the youngster, doesn't it? He doesn't have to throw the ball in bad situations. Just turns around, hands it to his big horse. And we've seen rookie quarterbacks ride great runners right into the playoffs.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Love. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. 14 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Trying to lay one up deep. And got his man complete. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. On 2nd down, Cook. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.